Not everybody can make it. Okay, go, Daddy.
Alright, hello and welcome to the Half-Life 2 roleplay meeting. As you all
User in your channel started recording.
As you all already know, Clockwork was released. And of course, Sir, he mutes himself. After all that time. Anyway, so Clockwork was released, and people have been begging me to get Half-Life 2 roleplay running again. Allow me to tell you that now it is running, and possibly fully functioning. Several things will be changing in the Half-Life 2 roleplay. Oh gosh, please tell me server's coming online. Where's Rigel? Anyways, so first off, allow me to tell you that one major change is the canon. Canon in the Half-Life 2 roleplay is changing from 2016 to 2011. What this means is that it's directly after the 7-hour war, and we are taking place right after a nexus has been established. No, I am not a bot.
Daddy, don't answer questions. Just keep going.
Anyways, secondly, you'll also notice that many of the the UCA has been changed to the UA, and many of the ranks have been changed, along with the divisions. What this means for you guys, and this is instead of the ranking structure of 05 to 01, or sorry, 04 to 01, such as, along with the generic Metro Police model, we've changed them to the Metro Police model packs, and changing their looks depending on their rank. Not only that, but there's only
for anything?
4 ranks or so, or actually a few ranks have been changed, including the removal of EPU and OFC. What these have been changed to, though, have been called squad leaders. Continuing on, we'll start off with 4 high command. I've yet to choose 2 more high command, but it starts off with me and Incog. Now, what we are going to put you guys through with the recruits, since you're all starting off as recruits if you come into the UA, is Hell Week, as I was stating. What this basically means is that you'll be going through training, you'll be going through reform of leadership, and you'll be taught everything there is to know about the UA, and I mean everything.
What?
I don't mean a super serious get down on your knees and write it all down. I'm talking about just generic basic stuff you're supposed to know as a Metro Police. Yes, Tax, it did begin. Basically, what it means that then, since I know lots of people derped last time as Metro Police, you'll know when to guard, when to stand your ground, when to fire, when not to fire, when to amputate. You'll know all that stuff without having to ask me 20 questions. That's what I want you guys to know. Continuing on, we go into the Reformed Resistance. The Resistance will no longer be those little small pocket groups who just mug everybody. I grow tired of that. In fact, I have changed it to where Obez is now handling all Resistance, as well as he's organizing it in such a way that it's like a crime family, but it's nowhere near a crime family. It's just the structure of it. In the sense, actually, it's more or less, it's a structured resistance. Structured and want to help people.
I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing at fucking. Oh my god, PJ's avatar, man.
Anyways, I'll be picking some more high command, but everybody starts off as recruits, and then will be promoted based on what they do. Not time, but merit. Time plays a big part of it too, but merit will also be. As we move on, we will also talk about the Vortigons. Their names have been changed from biotics, and they'll just keep their general name when they're enslaved.
I have a question.
Why don't we
Yes,
just
BJ?
name them Biotic 002?
That's what we did last time. We got out of hand because people had their names.
Oh.
And besides, they just keep their names because they're enslaved. Doesn't mean and plus the MPF never refer to them by their numbers anyway. They just say, "Hey, Vortigond" or something like that. Which reminds me, another thing is that the MPF, or actually the UA in this sense, will not refer to people as citizens anymore. Because of the timeline change, there really isn't a structured society. And in a sense, there's not even a civil administrator. What really is there is that you would call them by people since you also are the same people in suits. You've just
I thought they were
conformed.
robots.
No, it was never like that.
Oh.
You're the same people in suits, and you basically you just call them by what they are. They're people. You say, hey, you, or hey, people, or, that kind of stuff. You don't refer to them as citizens. Unless you truly want to, which I don't think many people will. You can just call them what you want. You can go like, hey, scumbag. Something
I think
like
they
that.
do it because there's like a voice command for it.
Yes, which I'm refraining from letting people use
Cookie,
that.
can you ask the questions at the end of the meeting that he has to go through this, please?
Yes.
Yeah, let him go through it. Keep going, Daddy.
I know, Datsy, and I would think that would also be it. But I'm either thinking about removing biotic completely or leaving it biotic dot whatever their name is. But it's probably just best to leave it out completely. Anyways, let me continue and finish through this, and I'll let you all ask questions, alright? Keep your questions in mind or write them down. Let me actually find out if I can grab the, what is it? What's it called? The Metro Police Model Pack. Oh, here it is. Yeah, can finally get it. Alright, I'm going to link something in the TeamSpeak, and that'll show you what all we're using. Plus, I'll just say it out loud, too, just so you all can get what exactly it is. Tell me when you guys have this, by the way. I'm going to link it in here. This will show you all the models of the Metro Police we'll be using. We used partially some of these before Half-Life 2 Roleplay went down. Tell me when you've all at least gotten into there, or at least some of you have.
I've gotten to it.
Alright. As you can see from the third, is the Beta Metro Police. These will be known as the people who are the recruits. Recruits to 04, or 03 actually, sorry, recruits to 03. Get a good look at that because will be your recruits and what your model is going to be when you're in the UA. You scroll down a little bit and you'll see that there's, what's it called, the Retro Police. Retro Police is in the 4th tier, I think. Retro Police will be your 02 to 01. We're changing them to these due to the fact that, well, they're more timeline canon in a sense that if you're beta, then that means you've just been slapped on some Kevlar and have normal clothes on. And if you have the Retro Police, that means you've been more defined as a Metro Cop. As we go down to the bottom of it, it has the Urban Camo. Urban Camo are your squad leaders.
Please tell me we get to use the badass one.
I'll leave those for something else. Now, hold on. Yeah, I got that, HUD. If you go up again, you'll see also that there's the City 8 Police and Civil Medics. Along with the Concept Trenchcoat and some other units such as the, there was another one in here. I can't remember where he is. Anyway, those are like your mechanic guys. Yes, people will be able to use Resistance Police if they're a rogue Metro Cop, but there is serious consequences being added for rogue units. Such as the fact that when you become a rogue unit, you're automatically blacklisted from the UA. Badass is just one of the Metro Cop NPCs, don't worry about it. Civil Medic, actually yes, I'll talk to you about that. The UA has been divided from divisions and all other stuff of ranks into squads. People will be able to have squads of up to 3 to 7 men, or more like keeping it to 5 to 6, and they'll have a squad leader, a civil medic or 2, a mechanical person as in like combat engineer, and then the rest are patrol units. That doesn't mean you're all going out at the same time though. These are just squads you're assigned to. Each squad gets a name. There is Sword, Midnight, and Hammer at the moment. Sword, Midnight, and Hammer all pertain to the 3 squads in effect right now.
People like what they are, like what Hammer does, what Midnight is.
I'm going to do that right now, if you let me finish.
Go.
Anyways, so Sword, they are the main patrol force, just like Union, only they have more of a mission of a joint force operation with the OTA, who are now known as only the Overwatch for now, since they have no official name. The Overwatch also have changed models. They do not have the regular Kevlar. The Black Metro Police is going to be used for the Midnight Squad. Midnight is what's known as previously Spectre. They hold the exact same mission and are related to the High Command instead. They are not regular ground units anymore. They are instead just High Command. Then we move on to, what was it? Oh yeah, Hammer. Hammer is shield and gear combined. We have combined the two divisions because really they are the same in a sense and are attachments to a squad. What we will be changing though is that you cannot pick what your actual squads are. What we will be doing is instead, guys, please stop. What we will be doing instead is oh gosh, lost my train of thought. Anyway, so you'll be assigned probably as just a recruit in the normal UA force. You are just a ground force. From there, the High Command will assign you a position like a military or police force where you're needed, what your skills are, and where you're needed. You can always ask later on to switch to a different squads. But for the main part, you're going to be assigned to something, and it will be on their verdict on whether they move you or not. Another thing, though, is that the verdicts are going to change. Verdicts before, you'd ask whether you amputate or not. You're going to be drilled in a Hell Week about what's actually going to be, what's a verdict and what's not a verdict. And also what you're actually going to be doing with people who disobey the law. Since I know everybody derped last time and would just kill people for throwing a can at them. I don't think it'll be an actual week. It'll be more or less just mass training sessions for a few days. What else is there? Oh yeah. Oh wait, I lost my train of thought again. Damn it. Well,
You were talking about Hell Week.
no, not only that. I've already finished that because.
And amputations and such.
Oh yes, that's changing. If you notice, the verdicts and amputations have been changed. During your Hell Week, which is a few days, you'll be looking at almost all of those boards and seeing what is what, and not coming to me for questions. You can come to me still for questions, but if it's already there, I'll tell you to go somewhere else. Because it's obviously right there and you can do it yourself. Look up the info. What else is there? Oh yeah, the OTA. I'm going to be overseeing the OTA
User joined
mainly.
your channel.
And then the UA is going to be overseen by me and Incog, along with the two other High Command. As far as the OTA, I'm going to oversee all those operations. Until at least we get someone else who can fill in my shoes. As far as Resistance, Obez is going to be handling that. And as I said, he's going to reform it to where it's a organized resistance instead of pockets of muggers.
Oh, I thought you said something.
We'll be promoting a lot more citizen roleplay along with the coming actual free weeks. What I'm planning during these 3 weeks of opening is the fact that there will be riots. I know that for the fact that we've just established themselves and people will feel oppressed. There will be anarchists. There will be anti-citizens. There will be a lot of people who will like to cause stuff. And they're entitled to that. The UA will also be trying to establish themselves as the domineering order. So it's going to be pretty chaotic, but fun for the next few weeks. It'll still be fun afterwards if you don't get into that really stillwater passive.
User disconnected from your channel.
Oh, another thing. Yes, we will have APCs. Yes, we will have specific weapons. I'll be coding in the weapons. Oh, and another thing. Thank you, Obez. There will be no multi-factioning this time. What I mean by this is, if you are in the Combine, you're in the Combine. If you're in the Rebels, you're in the Rebels. I'm not going to be swish-washy with it. The reason why I'm saying this is the fact that there was so much metagame and so much stuff that happened because of it, is that I don't want to go into that again. It causes way too much drama. And people just don't know how to handle it. Oh, by the way, if you're still looking at that roster thing with all the Metro Police models, the Elite Shock Unit and the Breeding Troops are what are known as the Divisional Leaders. I don't still want to put certain people as multi-faction. We can look. I don't think we even look into it another time.
Recording.
I don't think we'll even look into it in another farther area. I would like to keep multi-factioning off because of the fact that it just causes too much drama, and people, even though they're trusted, will subconsciously metagame. I got it.